black tea, watching the sunrise, and screaming peacocks. Nothing like it. Merry Christmas, honey.
Merry Christmas. It's a beautiful morning. You know, I was just thinking, this is our first year in India. Remember our first as newlyweds in a tiny apartment? Then in our first house, and then a mobile home, and now in India.
It has been fun, hasn't it?
I suppose it has. At least for you and me it has been. But to keep everyone happy, we'll get a call in to all the grandparents today.
Yeah, well, are the kids up yet?
They should be. I'm a little worried about...
Don't worry. Christmas morning is still Christmas morning, no matter where you are. They'll be charging in here any moment now. You'll see.
Maybe you didn't notice how mopey they were last night.
Okay, looks like so far so good. They think we're really sad. So now it's time for phase 2. What's that? The next thing we have to do is to convince Mom and Dad that we need to leave India and go home. Gracie?
Oh, is that me? That's you.
Do you remember what you're supposed to do? Just be a scaredy cat, be yourself. And remember, we don't want to open any presents. We want to go home instead. That's how bad we want to go home. That's what we want for Christmas.
But I do want to open presents.
Don't you want to go home?
Yes.
Don't you want to leave India and see snow for Christmas?
Yes.
Then you don't want any presents. So just tell Mom and Dad how much you hate this place and...
Did you hear that?
Good, just like that. Now go tell Mom and Dad. Go.
Daddy, they're spinning. Make them stop.
Well, a Merry Christmas, Gracie. And don't worry, they're just big birds, just peacocks. They're beautiful birds.
But they're crying.
I know, Gracie. Just think of it this way. It's just their unpleasant way of welcoming Christmas.
And every other day and night. Remember that train that used to go by our house? It was really loud at first, but then we got used to it. It's a little like that.
How is this supposed to work again? Simple. We show them how miserable we are here and we'll all go home. Who asked you? I'm the oldest. I know what I'm talking about. Now it's your job to my dad about all the snow we're missing, okay? Okay. It's Christmas! Who wants to go sledding?
Well, Merry Christmas, Charlie.
Well, come on, let's go outside. Mom, where's my coat?
Calm down, calm down.
Charlie, we talked about this. It doesn't snow in this part of India. Sweetie, it's hot outside.
But it's Christmas. It has to snow on Christmas.
Well, maybe in Minnesota it does, but not here. Remember, you're just not awake yet.
But we always go sledding on Christmas.
We'll just have to find new traditions.
But I don't want to find any more new traditions. So far, that's all we've done here.
Selena, we knew that when we moved here. And not that long ago, you were excited about it.
But everything is new. Friends, food, school, clothes. People even make fun of my shoes. And the water tastes funny too.
And scary birds.
But I want to go home for Christmas. I want to go home. Me too. It's not Christmas without snow.
So can we go home?
And a very Merry Christmas to you too.
Tim,
Daddy,
It's okay, Gracie. It's just a big, colorful, loud bird.
I wish it would stop.
maybe it's time for a good old-fashioned Christmas carol.
Around the plastic Christmas tree.
Selena, please.
No, thank you.
Me either.
Guys, come on. Today should be one of the most exciting times in the world. It's Christmas morning. We're celebrating the birth of the one who brought hope to the human race. And the birth of that one is exactly why we're here in India. To tell people, to share the light of the gospel. Today should be one of the most exciting times in the world. And we're griping because there's no real snow or no real evergreen trees in the living room.
And because it's hot.
Charlie.
Well, Janice, shall we break out the surprise?
We don't want any presents.
Well, now that's a new one.
Well, now, Selena, what do you want?
We want to go home.
Well, I thought we were home. There's my chair, and this is my mug, and these are my children, and this is my wife.
Dad,
Well, do you all feel that way?
we want Christmas to be the way it's supposed to be.
Well, if that's what you want, then I want all three of you to go upstairs and get dressed to go. And I want you to pack a bag for the trip, okay? But I'm only gonna give you about 5 minutes.
You mean we're going? We're really going?
We're gonna do Christmas the way it's supposed to be.
Christmas is not the holly. Parties are gifts
I think I know where you're going with this. I'll get the candles.
I'll close the curtains.
Should I turn off the fan? It'll make it nice and muggy.
Maybe some snacks for the trip.
And we don't need the kitchen table anymore. All right, are we ready?
Close enough. All right, kids, come on down.
We're coming. I can't wait to see the snow.
Whoa, it's dark in here.
Mommy, I don't like the dark.
It's not dark, sweetie. See these candles?
Did the fan break? There's no air in here.
What's going on? And where's the table?
All right, everybody sit on the floor.
I don't like this.
Shh, just be quiet for a moment. We're gonna play a game.
Okay, what kind of game?
Well, we're gonna pretend that we're in a barn.
A barn fun game.
So if we're in a barn, what do you think you smell? Well,
A rat? I smell a rat.
Work with me here, Selena. Charlie?
I'm good at these games. I smell oxen, I think.
What's oxen?
It's called an ox, just one.
It's related to water buffalo.
now how did you know that?
Well, that's what they have in India, right? I was just doing some research.
You know, this makes no sense, right?
That's a good start, Charlie. Now, what do you hear?
People talking outside?
That's good, Gracie, good. Now, what do you see?
Dad!
Play the game, Selena. It's Christmas.
I see the candles.
And maybe grass or something?
That would be hay. You're brilliant. Can we stop this now? It's Christmas. Why are we sitting on the floor pretending we're in a barn?
Oh, your dad and I thought that this might be a good place to spend Christmas.
Spend Christmas on the floor? What happened to going home?
We're not going home, Charlie. Don't you get it? They're just tricking us.
No, not at all. Now, this is what you wanted, wasn't it?
You said you wanted Christmas to be the way it's supposed to be, and that's exactly what we're doing.
You know, the first Christmas wasn't anything special. I mean, Jesus was born in the little town of Bethlehem, but his coming to earth made it all worth celebrating.
Time to break out the snacks.
Snacks? What did you bring?
I've got some bread, water for everyone, and some dried mango.
But we always have waffles on Christmas morning.
But we're celebrating Christmas in a barn, remember? I don't have all those things here.
Mom, Dad, haven't we taken the joke far enough?
Well, actually, Selena, I was just gonna compliment you on your great idea. Maybe this should be our new Christmas tradition.
Dried mangoes. I could get used to it.
Selena, what's the matter?
It's just that, well, I really miss Grandpa and Grandma and everyone that we won't see because we're here. I miss having a real tree.
And snow.
And presents.
Oh, you do want presents?
It's my fault. I told her to say that. I was just...
Trying to get us to go back to Minnesota? Here. Hold this. Now what do you see?
It's hard to see anything but the flame. It's bright up close.
You know, that's a little like Jesus. When you're close to him, you can't see anything but him.
Like praying?
And reading their Bible.
Exactly. But what happens if I open the curtains? Everybody close your eyes. Now, what happens to the flame?
It doesn't look as bright.
That's because there's a lot of other things to look at now. And sometimes the most important things about life become the waffles, the presents, the trees, the snow, even the grandparents. And even sometimes the most important things about life are the things that we're afraid of. India is new, and sometimes that makes us scared. But we shouldn't celebrate or remember Christmas for any other reason than Jesus, the light of the world. Our friends here need to meet him just like we need these candles to see in the dark. And you need him to make sense of why we're here. And for every dark room in our lives, he is the light.
And that's why we're in India, kids, to introduce people to Jesus, the light of the world. Listen to this. In John 8:12, Jesus says, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
And that's why we're in India?
That's why we're in India. But there's more. Gracie, would you give everyone one of these candles? In Matthew 5, Jesus also told his disciples, Ye are the light of the world. But we can't be a light until we meet him. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, just like you guys are doing right now. And it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
Look how much light there is in here right now, with just 4 candles. Be careful with those kids. And Matthew 5:16 was your memory verse, Selena. Can you say it?
Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
And that's why we're in India. The amount of light that a candle gives doesn't change when the candle is moved. And neither should we.
So does that Mugen have Christmas after all?
Do we get Christmas presents now?
I think that would be just fine.
And waffles.
Yes!
Why don't you all come and help?
Coming.
Dad,
Yes?
I guess I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Maybe we just had to come all the way here for you two.
I guess so. And Dad,
Yes?
Merry Christmas.